From the campus of Fort Hays State University, this is KFHS News. Your award-winning news begins now.
Welcome to KFHS News. I'm Logan Argo.
And I'm Kassidy Knowles. Our top story for tonight is FHSU men's basketball. We go to Travis Reece for more. Travis?
Thank you, Kassidy. Fort Hays State men's basketball, currently ranked 3rd in the nation, hosted the University of Nebraska-Omaha last night to begin the second half of MIAA play. We'll pick the game up in the first half with Cord McCooch getting the ball out on the wing, driving down the baseline via the nice screen from Dazon Smith, stretching that lead out for the Tigers, another lead that they would maintain throughout most of the first half. Still in the first half, this time it's Dominique Jones finding Ryan Herman right underneath the basket, all alone on the nice screen and roll, giving the Tigers their biggest lead of the night and forcing UNO to call the timeout. We're going to move ahead now here in just a second to the second half, where the Tigers would start with a few plays on offense. This time it's Willie Hassel going baseline with a nice reverse layup. Mark Johnson was working with the officials the entire night trying to get some calls. And on the opposite end, Ken Bowman gets the big block. Tim Pointer gets the follow-up rebound. And the Tigers again are looking to run. This time Willie Hassel is going to find Oren Dreer out on the wing. He's going to knock in a big three-point shot. That's going to be the start of a 12-0 run for the Fort Hays State Tigers. UNO would eventually try to cut into the lead, having the Tigers up by just 4 before Ken Bowman goes up with a big slam. He's pumped. He got the crowd excited. That was a huge turning point for the Tigers, letting them stretch out a little bit of a lead. But UNO would close it, tie the ball game up with about 24 seconds to go. Dominique Jones gets it, drives in near the lane, puts up a nice floater to knock in the game winner. The Tigers would eventually steal the ensuing inbound play to steal the victory 82-80. With the win, the Tigers move to 17-1 overall and 11-0 in the MIAA. The Mavericks from UNO moved to 14-5 overall and 7-5 in the MIAA. Back to you, Kassidy.
Thank you, Travis. And we will have more sports for you later. In other news, Kansas Day is tomorrow, and FHSU plans to celebrate accordingly. Tigers in Service is partnering with the Kansas Corps to volunteer for the Kansas Historical Society. 13 students are leaving early tomorrow for Topeka and will be participating in community service for the Historical Society all day.
Planning for a new Human Rights Club on campus is currently underway. Sponsor for the group, Professor of Political Science Michael Tweed, says that the group will set out to raise awareness concerning global problems. Group members will discuss ways to address poverty, famine, child prostitution, and other pressing issues. The group is open to anyone interested in making a difference. For more information or to learn more about the group, contact Mike Tweed at 785-628-4467.
You know, we said earlier that Kansas Day is tomorrow. I can't believe that, January, the end of January is already here. I feel like New Year's was just the other day.
Oh, I know. The semester's really flying by, which is not good because we got a long ways to go.
We do have a little bit of ways to go. All right, well, we'll be right back with sports, but first, here's your community calendar.
Hey, take it easy with the pie. All right. Spent all afternoon making that thing. So, you gonna put on your seatbelt?
Nah, I'm all right.
Okay. Hey, do you remember the dip?
No.
So, you gonna put on your seatbelt?
Yeah, you're right. I probably should.
Do you wanna?
Oh, yeah.
KFHS Sports.
Good evening, I'm Travis Reece. Fort Hays State women's basketball was in action last night as they hosted the University of Nebraska-Omaha. We'll pick this game up in the first half. Erica Bile gets the ball near the wing, drives across the lane, and shoots up a one-handed running layup and draws the foul, goes to the line to the end one to stretch out a big lead early for the Fort Hays State Lady Tigers. This time, Bancroft has the ball, a crazy behind-the-head pass over to Erica Bile, who then sets a screen for only one of Naomi's two three-point shots on the night. She ended the night just 2 of 18 from behind the arc. In the second half, now Tracy Keyser tries to find Kayla Klug and does wide open underneath the basket for an easy layup. The Lady Tigers would eventually go on to win the game 76-66. The win would move the Lady Tigers to 14-4 overall and 7-4 in the MIAA. With the loss, Lady Mavericks fall to 10-9 overall and 5-7 in the MIAA. The first installment of the NCAA Division II regional rankings were released yesterday. The men's team is currently ranked first in the South Central region. If the Tigers can hold on to the #1 spot for the remainder of the season, they will host the South Central Regional Tournament. Other MIAA teams include Central Missouri, who's sitting at 2nd, Nebraska-Omaha in 4th, Southwest Baptist in 8th, and Southwest Baptist in 6th, Missouri Western in 8th. On the women's side, the Lady Tigers currently sit in 7th. Fort Hays State is joined by Emporia State in 2nd and Washburn in 4th as the other two MIAA schools. West Texas A&M is currently 1st in the region. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule for Fort Hays State athletics. The FHSU basketball team will start a 3-game road trip on Saturday as they travel to Maryville, Missouri to take on Northwest Missouri State. The women's game is set to start at 1:30 p.m. with the men's game to follow around 3:30. Wrestling is in action tonight in Pueblo, Colorado against CSU Pueblo. On Saturday, the team will travel to Wichita to compete for the first annual Kansas Cup, where 7 Kansas colleges will face off for the title of Best of Kansas. The track and field team will travel to Lawrence to compete in the Jayhawk Classic. The meet is set to begin at 1 p.m. So really a lot of action here going on this weekend for the Tigers. Men's team trying to continue their long winning streak.
Yeah, it's extremely exciting to see how well the men's team and the women's team is doing. I think Fort Hays is slowly becoming more of a basketball school.
It's really nice to see both the men's and women's team succeeding at the same time. Because, usually in years past, it's been either one or the other, kind of going back and forth. It's really nice to see both of them doing so well.
It really is. And hopefully they can host that regional. That would be a great thing to bring to Hays, not only just to the university, but to the city as well.
Exactly. All right, well, stay tuned for SGA Live at 7. We'll be back next week.
Hey, man, it ain't hunting if you ain't drinking. Here, throw this up.
You know, guys, don't you think it's not safe to do drinking and hunting together?
You ain't hunting if you ain't drinking.
Oh, hey, Garrett, pull, huh?
Every year, over 700 accidents occur due to careless hunting. So when out in the field, be sure to use proper hunting practices.